and Comac. Comac. Either on Comac, Long Island, New York. Gonna go on. Okay, cool. Cool guy. So please give a warm welcome to Xander Marzella.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Woo! Does everybody know what catfishing is? Yeah. I don't mean like the activity where middle-aged men go into rivers and try and catch catfish. I mean the activity where middle-aged men go on the internet and pretend to be a different person. So I had a catfishing experience recently. This happened to me over break via Tinder. So I'm on Tinder. I don't know why. I think a lot of people say that. But for me, it's like it's never done anything good for me. Let me give you an example. Last semester, I matched with a girl on Tinder, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start a conversation, because that's what it's for. So I said hello, and she came back with, hey, we had class together. And I went, I have no idea who this person is. I had no idea. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna play cool though. So I said, oh, what class? And she responded with the worst possible thing she could have said to me in that situation, which was, oh, you don't remember? I guess I'm forgettable. And I was like, fuck, I have 3 messages and I've ruined this. It's all, there's no way to salvage it. So in a bit of a panic, and in what seemed like a good idea at the time, my next message read something like this. It said, hey, I'm really sorry I don't remember you, but I recently had a concussion, and I've lost all of my memories from before this semester. Please forgive me? She did not respond. So I thought, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Let's elaborate, let's flush the story out a little bit. So my next message said, yeah, it was tragic. I was working to feed the hungry, and I slipped on some soup. Or so they tell me, I can't really remember. That's the last thing I ever said to that person. So I'm not great at Tinder. But anyway, over the break, I was in New York for a week. And while I was in New York, I was doing a bit of swiping. And I matched with this beautiful girl called Alexa. And Alexa was too beautiful where I thought I might mess it up in under 3 messages if I tried to talk to her. So I just did nothing with that. And then I went home, and my friends were like, oh my God, look at this. And I was like, yeah, but I'll fuck that up, don't even bother. And they went, no, we're gonna do something. So they messaged her on my behalf, and then she and I started talking. And she was fucking cool. She was super attractive, she was really fun to talk to. We had similar interests. I like Arctic Monkeys. She was like, dude, I like Arctic Monkeys. I was like, I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She was like, I do too. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And that's the point when I was like, oh, this might not be real. And I know what some of you are thinking, all I've told you is that a cute girl on Tinder who was interested in me had similar interests. And just based on that information alone, I thought, this can't possibly be real. And that's exactly what I'm telling you. Yeah, so we'd been talking for a couple days, and after a little bit, one night she texted me and she said, hey, do you have a Kik account? I know, it's crazy, it's weird. So, for all the self-respecting people in the audience who don't know what Kik is, and to be honest, I did not know what it was until this experience. Kik is an anonymous messaging service that I think the only use of is sending nude photos to people. And so immediately my brain is like, oh my God, this confirms, this is red flag number 2 of the catfish thing. Attractive girl likes me, Kik, not good. But then the other side of me was like, but let's see what happens. So I went, yeah, I mean, I can get a Kik account. So I download Kik, and wouldn't you know it, very quickly into me talking to her on Kik, she sends me some risque photos of herself, or allegedly her. And I was like, oh, this is escalated. And she goes, well, what do you want to send me? And now, I'm not really a nude photo kind of guy, and I knew of the dangers of sending nude photos to potential catfishers on the internet. So I settled on sending her a shirtless photo, because I don't know how or why this happens. It's just like a weird coincidence that's constantly happening to me in public. But it's just like weird circumstances cause me to take my shirt off, and I can't really pinpoint how or why. But it's just like very strange. I'm not gonna stand the rest of the set like this. Yeah, it's too much. If you match with me on Tinder, maybe. But anyway, so now she's talking to me, and now I'm in full investigation mode, right? I think this is total bollocks. I've tried to friend her on Facebook, I've tried to friend her on Snapchat, I've tried to Skype with her. None of it's gone through. She's artfully dodged all of it. She's like, I'm banned from Snapchat, like all this stuff. So I'm like, God damn it, I need the proof. I know it's fake, but I want to know. I want to get to the bottom of it. Now this only made me incredibly boring and unfun to talk to for her, because she's texting me, and now that we're on Kick, she's made every situation incredibly sexual. I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm just like laying on the couch in this uncomfortable dress. I really want to take it off. And I go, ooh, light bulb. If I get her to describe the dress and then ask for a picture of her in the dress, I can I don't know, I could have figured it out, maybe. So I go, oh, what kind of dress is it? She goes, it's just like a short black dress. I'm like, can I see a picture of you in the dress? And she goes, oh, well, I was kind of thinking I would send you more than just that. And I was like, no, just the dress will do. You in the dress with your face at an identifiable New York landmark with your tongue sticking out towards the left and do like a hang loose sign. That's actually going to get me off more than the naked photo that you wanted to send. She didn't like any of this, by the way. And this went on for like a couple days until she became bored, I think. And then she just stopped messaging me. And I was like, shit, I'm going to lose this. I need to get to the bottom of this just for my, my own sanity of closure. So in a last-ditch effort, I sent her a message that said this: are you a catfish? I don't know why. I don't know what I expected. I don't know that she would have gone, yeah, you got me. Joke's on us, right? I don't know what I expected. But the whole situation in and of itself, I learned a lot of things. I learned to have empathy for people who have been catfished. I learned some of the telltale signs of identifying catfish. And I learned that paranoia can make you think crazy things. Because I left out a small detail of the story. She messaged me back after I said, are you a catfish? And her message was a picture of her holding a sign that said, to Xander, I'm real. And she flipped me off in the photo. And I was like, what the fuck? I was floored. I thought there was no way. I was so convinced that she was fake. But I guess not, or they had but I was just like, whoa, what do I do? And I was so thrown off, I just fell back on old habits. So I said, listen, I'm really sorry about that, but there's something you have to understand. I recently had a concussion. I was working the night shift at a children's hospital, and I slipped on some vomit. Do you think we could start this over? That's the last thing I've ever said. Thanks, everybody.